Hello everyone, welcome back to Candid Football Conversations. I'm Rahul from Sports Kabri and with me is Arunava Chaudhary from Arun Foot. And as part of our European football segment, we've got another small story. This is Girona and their performance so far in La Liga this season. They're on top of La Liga, 2 points clear of Real Madrid, who are second, seven clear of Atletico, who are third, and seven clear of Barcelona, who are fourth. Now, of course, these standings come after Girona have put away Barcelona 4-2 in La Liga recently. Arnava, I don't know where to start with this because incredible story. And did you expect a Spanish team of the size of Girona to be competing against Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, and all these big clubs?
To be very honest, Rahul, no. I think it's one of those fairy tale stories that you once in a while have in football, that a club of the size, of the stature of Girona Football Club can challenge some of the biggest names, not only in European, but in world football, in Real Madrid, in Barcelona, and Atletico Madrid. And to many, it will come as a surprise. Many people will say, how is it happening? But there are reasons behind that. And I guess we will talk about it a little more here in this podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Wanted to come to that, Arnava, because what do we know about Girona, and should people be surprised from their performances this season, or was it something that was always in the making?
There are 2-3 things that we have to said. Girona is based in Catalonia. It's based not too far away from Barcelona. They play at the Estadi Montilivi, a small stadium with a capacity of under 15,000. So it's one of the smallest stadiums in La Liga. And interestingly, it's owned, or rather co-owned, by the City Football Group, owners, of course, of Manchester City, of Mumbai City, of New York City, of Melbourne City, Yokohama Marinos, and many, many other clubs around the world. And the other stakeholder in the club is a gentleman called Pere Guardiola, who happens to be the brother of Pep Guardiola.
Very, very, very interesting. I mean, so given all of this, is there a particular playing style that we sort of associate now with Girona?
Those who watch Manchester City, those of you who watch Mumbai City know that there's a certain philosophy behind the way City Football Group clubs play. So it's attacking, it's football with flair, and Girona have that as well. That DNA is in them. They've got a number of players who've been at Manchester City, and certain players who have been in the setup at Barca as well. So therefore, it's a combination of those things. But Girona at the moment is very practical in its approach in regard to how it's playing. But of course, once in a while, like the match at Barca the other night, they won 4-2, and to outscore Barca in Barcelona is something which not many teams go on to do, especially not in La Liga. And it just shows how strong at the moment Girona are in the national championship.
Yeah, just dropped points in 3 games, lost one and drawn two. Now we're only 16 games into the season now. Nava. You see this Girona side sort of continuing their form and continuing their performances to eventually challenge for the title come the end of the season?
It is theoretically possible. One should not forget, of course, that the La Liga season has 38 match days. So it's a 20-team league. And again, 16 matches so far means that there are 22 more rounds to play. Real Madrid, under Carlo Ancelotti, with that squad, they have the experience on their side. They know how to grind out results. They have a top-class Jude Bellingham with them at the moment. Atletico and Barca as well, been inconsistent to some extent, especially Barca, because I think Robert Lewandowski has not been firing as he has been in the seasons before, be it the first season at Barca and the many years at Bayern Munich. But for Girona, the question is if they can maintain the stability, if they can maintain with the results coming in. And at the moment, it looks like the team has the capabilities. And Mitchell Sanchez and his squad, have been doing exceptionally well to be where they are at the moment. And, at the moment, they're even 12 points ahead of Real Sociedad San Sebastian, who are fifth, which means that, theoretically, Girona, even if they don't win the La Liga title, could get into the Champions League, which would be huge for them. Again, there would be most probably certain issues regarding ownership because Girona are partly owned by City Football Group. We've had this problem in the past between RB Leipzig and Red Bull Salzburg, both being owned by the Red Bull Group. But that's something that that will most probably be looked at in the winter if they continue to be where they are. And it's just an incredible story of a team with not really many big names, to be where they are at the moment in the league.
Yeah. Any players to watch out for you, Anava, from this bunch? Anybody who's impressed you from this current Girona side?
We will talk about, let's say, put it the bigger names. Christian Stuani is their captain, 37-year-old
Mhm.
Uruguayan striker who's seen it all, done it all. It starts with him. A player like Daley Blind, ex-Ajax, Man United, spent the first half of the year at Bayern Munich. Didn't play much, wasn't rated by his managers, and is now a regular starter. Someone who Barca thought wasn't good enough for them has been loaned from Barca, Eric Garcia, who's doing very, very well. And of course, the clever buy-ins of the two Ukrainians, Chankov and Dovbyk, where you've brought in, or the crazy stories of a Valery Fernandez, who is a Girona boy, went in his youth to Barca. Barca said, "You're not going to cut it." Goes back to Girona, goes down as far as the fifth division, has worked his way up to LaLiga. There's some great stories in this team, and the potential is there. Maybe there might be some loan players coming in from Manchester, from New York, from Melbourne to strengthen the squad in the winter. My wish would have been if Girona weren't as good as they are at the moment, maybe for a Mumbai City player, maybe to go and join Girona and get some experience. But a team which is top of La Liga and potentially could play Champions League might be too big a jump for our Indian boys.
Yeah, yeah. Anava, there's a small Indian connect as well between Girona and uh, the Kerala Blasters. So would you like to just touch upon that and let us know what it was?
So some of you might know that the Spanish league, La Liga, is very, very active in India and has done a lot of things over the years. And one of the things that they did is they did a La Liga international tournament in Kerala, in Kochi in 2018. And that was pre City Football Group investing into Mumbai City. But two City Football Group clubs in Girona and Melbourne City actually came to Kerala, and Girona actually won that tournament with two big wins, especially Kerala Blasters 5-0. So they have been to India, not noticed by too many people, but 5.5 years later, they are top of La Liga, and a lot of people are talking about a Leicester City-like
Yeah.
story that might be unfolding here.
I mean, it would be amazing if they do eventually end up winning La Liga and pipping Carlo Ancelotti's Real Madrid to it. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens come the end of the season. And we only hope Girona the best. And yeah, it would be lovely to see a team like that win the Spanish first year. Thanks, Anava, for this short chat. Please do like and share these videos, guys. And subscribe to the channel, Sports Kabri and Arun Foot. And we'll be back with more candid football conversation. Thanks, Anava.
Welcome. Bye, everyone.